Hello, thank you for joining me again. So today we are talking about why organic social media is so powerful for your business. You might be, Sarah, how did this come up? And the answer is because I'm hearing quite a lot of people, obviously we've got the issue of creating organic social media posts can be a bit of a time suck. There's that whole thing of, I don't know what to say, what shall I do with it? What do people want to hear from? But equally, I think I'm also getting quite a bit of, well, I'll just do paid advertising because I'm guaranteed to get the reach on that. And paid advertising isn't that simple. You do need a good strategy, an awesome call to action, and how it's put out, otherwise it's a waste of money. But the whole point is the two go together. So to start with, what is organic social media content? These are the posts that you will put out manually, or you can schedule them, Hootsuite, Buffer, Social Jukebox, Meet Edgar, Social Bee, whatever scheduler it's using. Those are the ones that you can just put out any day, whenever you want to, ad hoc, planned, whatever. And this used to be, for those of you who remember all those years ago, this used to be actually the only way of posting on social media until paid advertising came along. And it is really easy to say, we'll just run Facebook ads. We'll just run Google ads. It's easier to track and see your return on investment. And you know what? I am not disagreeing with that at all. But then I'm also seeing people say, well, why am I wasting time doing organic social media posts if I can achieve this with the paid advertising stuff? Valid point. And I figured that it would be really good if I gave you, so I've got at least 9, I think it's 9. I think we established in a previous live, I'm also a bit shit at counting sometimes. I've got 9 massive benefits for you that come from using organic social media posts and doing it well, doing it really well. So I'm going to share those 9 points with you. If you've got any input on them, if you've got any questions, jump in, shout at me, wave hands, whatever you need to do. But if you've got extras that you've got that you want to jump in and share as well, hit us up in the comments. Love to hear them. So number 1, first benefit of using organic social media posts, you can post as many times a day as you like because it's free. Can you imagine if we had to pay for every social media post that we put out? We'd all be broke. Really? Wouldn't we? We'd have no money whatsoever. So take full advantage of this because you want to be going out consistently, regularly, to be getting people's attention. Now just imagine if you had to pay for that every single time. But also take full advantage of this, especially if you're going to do paid advertising. To twist it round just slightly, a client that I worked with, they used to pay to boost posts on their Facebook business page on a regular basis to get more reach on them, because we all know Facebook business posts are a bitch to get reach on. And they came to me and they're like, look, we're spending all this money on boosting posts. You know, we're just trying to engage our followers, our fans on our page even more. What can we do about this? So they signed up to my mentoring program and we talked every month, and they would, we would review, see what's going on, plan for the future, and we would look at all their posts, see what could be tweaked, see the engagement they were getting, and we just built it up going forwards. They replaced all of the boosted posts with organic posts that were getting more reach than the paid for posts, because they improved their content, because they improved the way they created their posts, the tone of voice that they were using, just the formats of the post, how they were laid out. We worked through all of that, and then the money they saved on boosting those posts, now they've got extra money to reinvest back into a different area of their marketing that they wanted to. So that was a really valuable lesson, and I've shared this story with quite a few of my clients, in terms of sometimes we see paying as the easy option to save us some time, but actually, if you're doing that all the time, you're ending up spending quite a lot on just boosting Facebook posts. And that's also not the most effective way of doing it. Targeted paid ads are better than just boosting a post, just in terms of the demographics that they can reach to. But that's that's a different live. Let's not disappear off on a tangent and get distracted. So you take advantage of the free stuff that is offered to you, so that you can balance that out with the paid and make the most of your money and be cost effective. So benefit number 2, it builds your community, it builds your brand, your authenticity, and customer loyalty. And this, I find, is huge. So Sprout Social, I've just got some figures here, hang on a sec. So Sprout Social obviously did their surveys. The majority of consumers say their loyalty to a brand increases when they feel connected, and more than half, that's 57%, say that they'll increase their spending with a brand and buy from that brand over a competitor, 76%, when they feel connected. Now, that's strong, and that's exactly what doing organic social media posts can do for you. It means you can use a variety of formats, videos, images, polls, memes, different ideas, all of which project your personality, your expertise, and then that attracts your community back towards you, and it encourages them to engage, open up conversation, which is ultimately what we want. This is the whole point of social media, conversations. Bringing the right people towards you, because then that's when you build that community of people who are willing and able to invest in your products, your services when they're ready. So building community, brand, loyalty, and authenticity. Okay, benefit 3, which actually I just touched on in 2 as well, and that is, it means your audience can interact with you. And that's, this is what we want. It's conversation. So me doing this live means that if you want to, feel free, people, I see you there. You can interact with me through the comments, talk to me, ask questions, give your input, doing all of these things. This is the whole point. It is a conversation. And actually, what a great way to get the conversation started with people you don't know. That's a really important thing. Oh, I should have put my phone on silent. Sorry, Instagram. So yeah, that's equally important. It's finding the people that we otherwise might never get to talk to, because we can't network with them face to face. Well, not that we've been able to for the last 3 months, but you know what I mean. And the people that we just wouldn't generally meet, those people can find us via social media and start the conversation. So interaction is what it's all about. Right, benefit 4. And this, for those of you who are doing paid advertising, is critical, okay? Have you ever seen a paid ad, a sponsored ad, come up in your newsfeed on Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever, don't care. But have you ever seen it? And I've done this a lot of times, clicked through on the Facebook, onto their Facebook business page, because I'm not ready to buy yet. Okay, I've seen the ad, I like something about it, but I'm not ready. I want to find out more about them. I want to find out if they're a valid company, if, you know, especially if it's something that a product that you're buying. We're getting a lot of companies popping up from China, all areas, all, you know, all four corners of the world. And you want to know whether you're actually going to receive the product in the first place. Are they going to deliver like they say they will? And you get to their page only to find out that they haven't posted since December 2018. That does not give me much confidence in them as a business. It's not allowing me to do the research that I want, and chances are I'm now not going to buy that product because they haven't, it's just not there. I want to go and find out more about them, and they're not backing up what they're paying to advertise with the organic stuff, so I can still go and research. They're not talking about maybe the benefits, the products, other people, testimonials, all that kind of thing. Anything that backs up your paid advertising should be posted on your pages, on your accounts, so that people can just drift, you know, go through them as they want to while they're making that buying decision. And I guess I also see it as there's a fly in here, that's really annoying. I guess I also see it as they're making life difficult for me. So yeah, I don't want to pay someone who makes life difficult for me. And that's what, to me, that's what social media is also all about, making it easy for your customer to find out, or your potential customer to find out what they're looking for. Okay, number 5, benefit number 5, equally important for doing paid advertising. Doing your organic social media content means you test and hone how effective your content is before you pay to promote it. There is nothing worse than paying money to push a post further to realise that your copy sucks and it doesn't capture anyone's attention. No matter how much money you throw at it, it's still going to be shit. And that, you know, that is heartbreaking. I am like, wasting money? No, I am not down with that. I'm not down with wasting money at all. So use your organic social media content to test your audience, to see the engagement that you get back before you start putting out paid advertising. Because you know that copy works. You know that's going to be a hit. It will make your paid advertising slicker, more results driven, and therefore more cost effective. Ta-da! That's what the result that we all want, right? More money, less hassle, more happy customers. Drop it up. So that was benefit number 5. Benefit number 6. This is just a brilliant way to deliver customer service to people. Use your organic social media posts to show the world how much you care about your customers, how much you care about delivering that awesome product, that brilliant service, the thing that really makes a difference to people. Show that you go out of your way to support them, help them. Make sure that any issues that arrive, let's face it, no one and no business is perfect. You might get a couple of complaints. Do you know what? That is totally okay, because as long as you deal with it as wonderfully as you can and you end up with a happy customer, it shows everybody else that that is what you do, that you take them seriously, that you will go out of your way to fix things for you, which actually gives them a deeper level of trust and confidence in you. And for the people that it's gone wrong for as well, and you fixed it, they will definitely have a better relationship with you than ever. And the thing is, when you're using your social media to do this through organic, it means people can watch this happening. So as long as it's always a valid complaint, never freak out when you receive one on your social media. Just deal with it, you know, really professionally, really caringly, and show everyone that, you know, sometimes shit happens, but you can make it right again. Just a good way of building that trust that other people can have in you. Right, what are we on to? Benefit and number 7. Organic social media content is about growing your network, your community, your followers, but also so you can have more solid data to target the right people for your paid advertising. Now, this is the point where I'm hoping you're really getting how your organic and your paid do go together and they work hand in hand. It's not a choice of one or the other. So you're attracting people to your Facebook page, to your Instagram account, to LinkedIn, and you're gathering, especially with Facebook, at Facebook Ads Manager, it gathers all this data. And people are interacting on your Facebook page, which means it's the right people. They're interested in what you do. They are your ideal customer. This then collects solid data that is so valuable because it means that your paid ads, you can use that data to make your paid ads more targeted, more cost effective. And, you know, that is what all of this is about. It's what we have to be about in business. Yeah, it's all great to play on social media a bit, but the fact is it also needs to drive some profit. And you can only do that by having that plan and it being effective for you. That fly is still buzzing around my head. I don't know if you can see it, but it's driving me nuts. And then on top of that, so you're using it to build the data so you can do your paid advertising more effectively, but also without organic content, you haven't got anything there to keep people interested in between your paid promotions. So if they've found you through your paid advertising and they've connected with your account, like, followed, friended, whatever it is they've done, if there's nothing in between, they're going to forget about you because life is busy and there's lots of other people on social media as well, and we all have competitors in some form or shape or other. So this is about to keep them interacting with you, keep building that relationship in between putting your paid promotions out. And that is all about, we go back to earlier, we were talking about building loyalty, that brand awareness, that having that community that wants to talk to you. Okay, we're on to benefit number 8. And the last two benefits really are all about searchability. And this is because, so first of all, we're going to talk about searchability in terms of Google or the general search engines. And actually, with posts on your social media platforms, you actually do stand a chance of those coming up in Google rankings. And this is because search engines love organic content on websites that are constantly updating. What happens is all those little search engine bots that crawl around the internet and crawl all over the little pages and they rank them, they keep coming back to the social media platforms because we are updating them with so much content. It's ridiculous. And then, so what that does is, then that means posts start coming up in searches. So now imagine if someone has done a Google search on you and your website comes up, followed by your LinkedIn profile, followed by your Facebook page, followed by actual links to posts that you have put out there. It's all about the credibility. It's all about making it easier for people to just find you and your awesomeness. That's what it's about. And then number 9, we're still on searchability. And this is about searchability on the individual social media platforms. So we're talking Instagram, we're talking Facebook, we're talking LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever it is that you are. If people are, like, people go to YouTube and they just use YouTube as just a giant frigging search engine. And if you're talking the right stuff, if you're using the right keywords and phrases, and you're putting your videos up and you're putting your posts out on all the different platforms, okay, your stuff will start coming up. This is how people find you. This is the awesomeness that is social media. And this is what it comes back to when we're just talking about, I think a lot of people try to dismiss organic social media content as, oh, it is just so time consuming and I can shortcut by just using paid. But the fact is, you're actually doing you and your business a massive disservice if you just don't bother with the organic side of things and you just focus on paid. They enhance, they complement each other so well that actually together they are far more powerful. And I've seen people achieve awesome things on social media just using organic. They hadn't even got as far as doing paid. And that's just because they chose to do it incredibly well. So I'm hoping that that has given you some insight. Hopefully it's maybe boosted your motivation for going and creating some awesome organic social media posts. Maybe you're going to revisit your plan for your marketing on, where does this fit in? Do you want to increase the number of times that you do it? How can this work for you and work for your business? And use it to the utmost, because let's face it, in the last 12 weeks, this has pretty much been our most powerful form of marketing that we ever could have had. Could you imagine having a business and not having access to that after everything that's happened during lockdown? Just not being able to run our lives as normal. So if you need help with this, as always, I have got, in terms of making a plan, talking to the right people, knowing that you've got that spot on, my course, Know What the Fuck You're Doing on Social Media, is already out. I will drop a link to that in the comments. Instagram, it's in my bio, the link in my bio. Go and check it out. Know What the Fuck You're Doing on Social Media. And coming by the end of the month is the next one that follows on from that, my next online course, and that is the Content Mastermind. And this is a course purely focused on creating organic social media content. This is a workshop that I used to run a couple of years ago, 3 years ago maybe. I ran them on a regular basis. We had quite a lot of people through them, and I've just taken all of that content and I've just created a course with it, because I talk to people every single day who are just stumped by this bit of it, and it's what's really holding you back from just being amazing on this platform and really getting out to the right people that you need to. Thank you very much for spending time with me on your Wednesday afternoon, and as I say, I hope what I've given has helped you. If you've got any questions, hit me up in the comments, or come and find me on Facebook, Instagram, or anywhere else that you can find me, Mushroom Souffle. I'll speak to you later. Mwah. See ya.